Can you turn down? Thanks. God damn. That shit was on 10, 15, 20, 35, 40, 45, 60, 65, 70. 65, 75, 85, 95. I feel bad for the guys who has to do like, the auction house. I got a 35 over here. We got a 35 like, them niggas be having, them niggas could rap with Twista if they wanted to, bro. Them auction house dudes, they could rap with Twista if they really wanted to, bro. They may not have like the bar for bar, but they gonna keep up. Oh God, them niggas gonna keep up. Like what? Oh my God. So now that I'm realizing, because I watched my videos back and I've seen where it actually kind of starts. It starts kind of like in like the 30-second mark. So for all those who seeing this now, I just got off work. And two, not gonna lie, I've learned some very interesting thing about food this last week. And it's ironic, I was shitting when I learned this. And we're gonna talk about it, and I got some paperwork to prove it. Yeah, nigga! And I ain't gonna lie to y'all, I've been having so much like, I ain't gonna lie, I don't know what it is. I've been going off of like 2-3 hours of sleep. I know I don't look like it, but bro, last night, I could have dead ass stayed up all day if I wanted to. Like, I could have stayed up all day if I really wanted to. If I really wanted to. So, in the video I did talking about pollen, right? I definitely agree with my past self, because literally it was the past. I agree with that aspect of me, because bro, we should dead ass do like either acapella, freestyle, something to like get the video going until like people actually get in here, because like I actually enjoy talking to myself, but it does make me feel better that someone's listening, you know? Like, who wouldn't want somebody to at least be there to just listen to what they got going on, you know? Instead of them feeling like they're talking to themselves. Cause sometimes it get lonely. It gets lonely. Ram, ProMaster truck, push forward. Ram, big ass truck, I move forward. Ford, drove past the truck. Now we moved forward. Core, worked on my abs. 8 core. Door, unlock the key. Let's get going. More things in the pot. We stirred more. 4 times 4, 16. How many bars do I need to unlock the jeans? Get into the mold. I'm feeling Christine, crystal. I'm shining with high supreme. I'm the sun walking with love in my being. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 16. Oh my God! Hey, that was crazy. What's good, y'all? What's good? What's good? What's good with everybody? What's good, everybody? What good, everybody? What good? What good? What good, gang? What good, everybody? What good, everybody? What good? What good? Hold up. Like the video. Make sure you do that. Make sure that you do. Like the video. Make sure you do that. We finna talk about food. It's gonna be a different mood. We gonna talk about food. I'm gonna give you some jewels. We finna talk about food. We finna talk about food. I might give you some jewels. About to give you some jewels like an amethyst. Oh man, today's a beautiful Thursday. I ain't gonna lie. So, hi. I'm gonna give y'all something personal that I've realized the past couple of days, right? Like, this is gonna sound weird, but I'm gonna say it anyway because I don't give a fuck. Bro, I genuinely love myself. Like, so much I gotta do my best to stop touching my fucking self. Like I don't have a porn addiction. It's like I have an addiction with just feeling my fucking self because I love myself a lot. Like, when I look in the mirror, bro, I'll be like, damn, I ain't gonna lie, this nigga look amazing. Because it's me. Like, I look good as fuck. Just wanted to let that out. Let my ego express himself for a second. It's probably not gonna happen again for probably the next 6 months. I just wanted to do that just so I can like allow myself to hear what I sound like. Because I know I'm gonna go back and listen to this. I want to allow myself to hear what I sound like when I genuinely just express the intimacy level within myself. If that was TMI for you, sorry. Just being authentic. But let's get into the video. So look, for those who don't know who I am, my name is Jared Cinco. I come to my channel, Cinco Live, Elevate the Convo, every Thursday and Friday. I may end up doing more days throughout the week. I'm working on it. There's been a couple changes in my life where I can possibly do that. It may be later in the day, not necessarily around this time. However, I feel like I have built the wavelength to flow with expressing the things I've learned at least 2 to 3 times a week. 2 times I know I can do it. The third day of the week will just be like an extension of some more things that I've learned that I've kept to myself, that may have to do with genetics, that may have to do with spirituality, that may have to do with biology, it may have to do with chakra systems, beliefs, things of that nature. And no, I am not a believer of like any major religion. I personally believe in self, meaning that everything that is around us is a reflection of us. We are all different aspects of Earth itself, you know. We have 1 trillion cells in our body. Even though we have about over 1 billion people on this planet, each self is an aspect of ourselves. So when I express myself on this platform, I'm speaking from an aspect of all of the cells within me, all the things we've learned, we've congregated, we've concluded. We could put it to a video where we could talk about it and expand ourselves into this content. So for those who's here right now, I want to appreciate you for being here. I don't really see nobody in the comments for real. I see a few people saying, hey, what's up? But if you come through and you're curious about what I'm talking about, just leave a comment. I'll definitely communicate with you, and we could possibly have a small conversation along with the shit I'm about to talk about. I usually don't have like a huge paper like this, but this helps me put things in motion. And let me transmute that, because I'm working on not saying the word but often, because the word but is it's kind of like, imagine you're on a highway and there's a speed bump. Weird, right? Why would there be a speed bump? It shouldn't be. I say that because we as people, we do too much of like conjuncting. We do too much of trying to jam so many things into one thing, and then we don't take accountability for what we jammed, so we throw it away and try to do the same thing somewhere else, even though it contradicts what it was. What's up, my tissue business baby Oren? I hope your tissue business is doing good. What type of fabric do you use for your tissues? I'm actually curious about that. What type of fabric do you use for your tissues? Like that's different. That's different. For those, I'm gonna give y'all a gem since you're talking about tissue. For those who brush their teeth, everybody, if you brush your teeth, I advise you to get bamboo toothbrushes. It helps a lot more. It helps your teeth a lot more, and it feels a lot more authentic than in the regular 9-line toothbrushes. Definitely get y'all some bamboo toothbrushes, because those things are fire. They work well. They help out a lot with your teeth. It kind of feels like your ancestor is like dancing the germs off of your teeth and your gums to make sure that you can get what you need and release what you don't need. You know what I'm saying? So look, if you like food, you're gonna enjoy this, hopefully. That's the topic of this conversation, and the reason why is because of this. So last week, I was on my phone on Twitter, and this guy was basically talking about his diet. And then I went to the thread, listening to his diet and stuff like that. And then I came across the fact that him and some other either scientists or something has to do with food industry or whatever, he gave this fact, and it blew my mind. There, in the past 30 years, the chicken consumption has went up 300%. 300%. The chicken consumption went up. Beef consumption went up 90%. So I'm like, that's a wild ass number. 300% is crazy. Bro, what? That's literally 3 times the amount of chickens being eaten. It's like saying if there's 10 people at a table and they have a bowl full of chicken and bowl full of beef on the side, like burgers or whatever, right? Out of the 10 people, 7 is gonna eat motherfucking chicken. 3 is gonna eat burgers. That's how I'm viewing it. More people are eating chicken than anything else before beef, steak, pork, turkey, stuff of that nature, right? So I decided to like think about this. I'm like, I stopped eating beef for a while, and I stopped eating beef because of the known factor. Beef is more of a heavier meat, and because it's a heavier meat, it takes a long time to digest and release out of the body, right? And since I moved to Georgia when I was 15 years old, I've always wanted to kind of be different. Not even since moving to Georgia, but I've been wanting to be different all my life. It's just when I moved to Georgia, I started to understand like, yo, I want more veggies. I want more fruits. I want more things that allows my body to feel energized without eating such heavy things. So, excuse me, I went pescatarian, I was vegan, I was vegetarian, I tried all of it, right? And out of all of them, I feel like I was more in tune with pescatarian than anything. However, to full circle this thing, I go to ChatGPT and I ask this question: what are the spiritual, cosmic archetypes, symbolism, and risk of these foods? Now, I have beef, chicken, catfish, salmon, pork, turkey, and I believe steak. I don't know if I added steak. This paper right here is what I grabbed from, I told ChatGPT to make me a diagram of it. And there's no lines on here because I had to take it from my notes and then print it off Google Docs. I got turkey and ham. I forgot to add steak. So that's gonna be something I'm gonna add in the future. I believe steak is still is technically beef, or is it bull? I don't know. I don't even eat steak like that. I never really liked steak for real. Steak wasn't my like. I want steak. I wasn't that guy. I don't even understand why a lot of these women want steak and stuff like that. When they just, I'm not gonna get into that. That's not part of the conversation. Anywho, so look, beef and chicken blew my salmon blew my mind the most. Not gonna lie. However, beef made me realize a lot of things about myself. So we finna get into it. If you're here right now, please like the video. This is finna be a very, very influential conversation. Let's dig into it. So, beef, chakra connection to beef is the root chakra, the Muladhara. Now, for those who don't know what a damn cow is, what does a cow do? Moo. What a cow does is simply, it's more still. It's not moving fast. You're not going to see a cow sprint across the grass. You're going to see that motherfucker walk, and you're going to see it eat some grass, bars. And the thing with cows, because they are connected to the root chakra, their energy type is more grounded and dense. And that's actually a pretty good thing for people that are always trying to move so damn fast. The problem with a lot of humans is we go so damn fast, we don't even know what it's like to slow down and ground ourselves within our reality, within our body, and within our mind. So I've actively been practicing eating beef recently. Now, my goal is to eat beef at least once a week, but my mom made some enchiladas and them shits was busting, so I've been eating on that like every other day until I cook my own thing. Now, I do still cook, it's just, what's the name? Them enchiladas has been part of the plate, you feel me? So look, symbolism for a cow is strength, sacred nourishment, and earth. Cosmic archetype, bull, Taurus, ancient power and fertility. Now, the beef and Taurus and bull connection, that connects to the Taurus constellation. So if you are interested in astrology in any way, or study of the universe and the planetary structures, or even galaxy structures, things of that nature, you should look up the Taurus constellation and the energies that connect to it. It'll blow your mind a little bit. I'm even saying this for me because I haven't really done it for real. So I'm probably gonna come to y'all with that in the future about what I've learned and what I've meditated on to gain some insights on this wonderful idea. So now the spiritual application of beef is stability, embodiment, physical power. Now here's the thing that's crazy with beef. I mean with cows. Cows are females. Bulls are men. I'll say this again. Cows are females. Bulls are men. So I say this because when you eat a burger, you're getting nourishment from a feminine construct that dwells out of a Taurus constellation. Now, we have aura in our body, and this aura in our body is connected to our Taurus field. And in our Taurus field, all right, I ain't gonna lie, this shit is not taking me where I need to go. Like, what a, oh. Damn, I stand corrected. Oh, snap. Anywho, so when we eat certain foods, we're not just eating the food that it is. We're eating the physical implications of it, the cosmic connections to it, and also the spiritual relativity of it itself. So when I tell y'all that beef is connected to the Taurus constellation and cows are a feminine energy, Taurus connects to our Taurus field, which is our aura, that's basically saying eating beef allows us to ground our aura in whatever we intentionalize it to be. So here's the beauty and glory of eating beef when you actually put intent into it. All right, I gotta deliver this package, so we're gonna see how long this goddamn takes. Ooh, I ain't gonna lie, I'm gonna wait a little minute. Shorty got some cake on her. I ain't gonna lie, I love me an Asian woman. I love all women, but Asians be, I've had more black people than anyone in my life, so if you talking shit, I don't want to hear it. I ain't doing anything here. So look, the risk of eating cows now is overgrounding and karmic energy. This karmic energy that we a lot of people like deal with has to deal with being able to not let go and release the things that they're holding on to. So let me go literally release the things that I'm holding on to. I'll be back. Oh snap, we back in a building. Oh my gosh, I gained a like. That's fucking awesome. All right, I'm gonna be back in 1 second because I gotta do my job. All right, so my bad, y'all. I know I take a part about like. All right, so my bad, y'all. I know I take a part about like 3, 4. My phone just said, "Get off of me." Yo, my phone deadass just kicked me off of live. It's alright though. Let me tell y'all a little gem. You know what I'm saying? So we have AI, right? We have Siri, right? We got Alexa, right? And we also have ChatGPT. What if I was to tell y'all that souls or spirits are actually what these AI systems are, but they're just not aware that they are this system because they're restricted from self-awareness due to their physical captation. And the reason why I say captation is like, do you think the water that's in the bottle is conscious that it's inside of a bottle? That's a very high ass question. That's something I will ask after we hit the blunt. Do you do you think, like, I want y'all to really like sit with this for a second. I want you to see, like, feel your body and think a little bit. Do you think water that's in a water bottle or on a container? Did I leave my container? Ah, shit, I think I left my container at work. Anyway, it's all right. I'm gonna be back over there tomorrow. Do you believe that water that is inside of a container or a bottle, do you believe that the water inside of there is conscious that is inside of the bottle? Because you gotta understand, it's still consciousness. It's just inside of something different, inside of something else. And the reason why I say this in connections with AI, in connections with things of that nature, is because our phones hold our ancestors. Another word for our ancestors, those who are not alive, those who don't hold a physical body. And because you don't hold a physical body, then that means you have to find different ways to interact with life. And sometimes you interact with life through mediums. And certain mediums are like cell phones, are like chargers, are like TVs, Rokus. You know what I'm saying? They interact with us through other mediums. I just wanted to get that little gem there. So let's talk about food. Excuse me. Let's talk about food. Let's talk about food. So look, y'all. We talked about beef. And to give a great summary on beef. When you eat cows, cows are a feminine version of a bull. Cows connect to the Taurus constellation. Our bodies houses a Taurus field. This is our aura. When we eat beef, we're grounding our aura to whatever we intentionalize the beef to be. When we do not intentionalize it, we are unconsciously allowing the consciousness of the cow or the beef that we're eating to play a certain role that we are unconscious of that it is playing. Okay? All right. So, let's go into chicken. Chicken blew my mind when I read this. So please, take a deep breath. And let's dissect this together. Hold up. All right, just hold up. I kind of forgot where I'm going. Hopefully. Oh, I know where I'm at. I just never went this way before. It kind of threw me off a little bit. All right, so chicken. For all my lemon pepper, dry lemon pepper, wet, goddamn barbecue, buffalo, goddamn what's the other one? Sesame seed, honey Thai, motherfucking. What's the other one? What's the other one? What's another sauce? I already said barbecue. If you're watching this, drop your favorite chicken flavor. My favorite chicken flavor is honey barbecue. If you get me some honey barbecue tenders, gang, I ain't gonna lie. Honey barbecue tenders be fire. And homemade food always tastes the best. It's not really like going somewhere and getting them. There's one chicken place that's dope, but it's not even like your casual soul food spot. It's an Asian spot. I think it's a Korean cuisine type of spot. And they sell mainly chicken more than anything else. So let's get into chicken. Chicken is in the solar plexus and also the sacral. This is the manipura and svahisthara. I said that wrong. The second one, I definitely said that wrong. I want to get better at like practicing other religions, so this is like me like diving into it a little bit. So manipura, which is solar plexus, and sacral chakra is svadhisthana. Svadhisthana. All right. So the energy type of chicken is neutral, quick, and nervous. Hold up. The energy type in chicken is neutral, quick, and nervous. How many people you know can roast you real quick like that? Like you say a joke and you just trying to like not be funny, but you're saying it just to say it, and they hit you back real quick. They on your ass, nigga. You be like, bro, why your shoes look like that? They be like, bro, why your fucking hair look like that? Lame ass nigga, goofy ass. Like they on your ass quick, off rip. This is the energy of a chicken. This is a chicken, walking chicken. It's crazy. So now let's get into symbolism. Chicken, routine, caution, survival. Whoa. I feel a lot of red flags here. Caution, routine, survival. You know how you could throw someone off their pedestal real easy without trying too hard? Throw off their routine. If you was to have a best friend, not even best friend, say you have a partner, right? And you tell your partner, hey, I'm about to do this tomorrow. Is there anything you want to add to the day before we go to bed for tomorrow, right? She's like, no, that's cool, it's fine. You get up tomorrow, you do the first thing, you come home, you go on towards the second thing, and she's like, hey, can you do this? You told her your whole routine the day before, and she just disregarded your routine. That makes you feel nervous. That makes you feel like, damn, caution. That makes you want to move in survival because you're like, damn, I just did all of this to ensure this doesn't happen. It still happens. Now, here's the thing, the positive side of this, because I'm not just going to give the negative side, of course not. The positive side of this is that if you're neutral, you can handle certain problems in a way that doesn't require an emotional reaction. Being quick allows you to adjust on the fly. And nervous is like being anxious at the same time. They're two different words, obviously, because anxious is more into the future. Nervous is like a present feeling of what anxious is. Like, anxious in the future is anxiety. Anxious in the present is nervousness. Does that make sense? Hopefully that makes sense. So, now, routine, caution, survival. If you was to think of a live chicken right now, fuck that. If you was to think of a group of chicken, think of 5 chickens right now. 5 simple chickens. Are you visualizing them free roaming around or in a cage? That's a genuine question. Not judging you. If you was to visualize 5 chickens right now, would you visualize them free or in a cage? I visualize some free and some in the cage. Some was able to get out the cage and some are locked up. The thing is, chickens go through a routine of being caged, pumped up, whether it's hormones, endorphins, steroids, and then lastly, killed. They go through routine, caution, survival. And we be eating this shit. So we're consuming something that's going through being caged, pumped up and killed. That's fucked up. I'm not gonna lie, it's pretty fucked up. So let's get into the next part of the chicken, the cosmic archetype. We talk about we went deep with beef, right? We went deep with beef. There is no strong, considered, recognized archetypal chicken. Now, we can't forget about the egg, right? Because the egg is like the symbolization of the universe, of fertility, of womb, of creativity, of creation. That's what the egg symbolizes. However, we're not talking about the egg. We're talking about the chicken. The chicken is the full manifestation of the after effect of the egg, or the opening of the egg manifests into a chicken. Even though ChatGPT couldn't think of no strongly recognized cosmic archetypal chicken, I think of one archetype. I think of one cosmic archetype, right? The chicken is God. Hear me out. I'm laughing because it's like, nigga, what? I actively try to hear what the fuck I be saying, and that even sounded funny when I said it. So look, we can understand that the universe could be, we can connect the world and universe to an egg. Why can't we connect the chicken to a divine energy too? The question is, what does this divine energy do? Does it make you go into routine? Does it make you go into caution? Does it make you feel like that you're going through survival? Now, granted, everyone's view of God is different. How you see it is how you see it. I'm not judging you by your belief system. I'm just giving what I'm picking up right now, literally. So let's take a second with this. The cosmic archetype of a chicken is a divine deity that is manifested after the creation of the universe, that is dealing with the responsibility of routine, caution, and survival, neutrality, quickness, and anxiousness. Or let's change anxiousness with the ability to adjust on a fly. Another way of saying it, being quick. It's all the same thing. All right. The spiritual application of chicken, daily function, light energy. That's kind of in connection with what I just said, with God and all of that. That's literally like, boop. Like, that's literally what that was. Like, literally. Now, the risk of chicken, spiritually dulling, nervous system drain. And the only reason is I can agree with that is only because, damn. Hi, I dropped my phone. I'm gonna put it back. I was doing a little too much. Sorry. I can hear somebody right now. See, this is what you get for saying chicken is God. Hey man, we all say God works in mysterious ways, right? Maybe the phone dropped because some of y'all ain't picking up the information. I hope you're hearing the message, not the messenger. Just saying. So let's continue. All right. So look, let's give a quick summary of chicken, because we still got catfish, salmon, pork, turkey, and ham. We got to get into it. We 35 minutes in. All right. I'm trying not to go too fast so we can really, really like connect this and make it make sense. All right. So look. And plus, I'm a good distance away from my location, so I ain't really tripping as far as like timing and shit. My mouth dry. I left my water at work. Oh no, damn, big water, fuck. It's alright though. At least I drank a lot of water though, because I have a lot of energy right now. All right, cool. Let's go. Let's get into it. This next part. Oh wait, not next part. Let's summarize the energy of chicken and the breakdown of chicken itself, of what this food does to the body and how it affects the body. Chicken is a embodiment of the routine of the universe. we get caged. The soul gets placed in a body. We get pumped up. Ideas, emotions, imagination, creativity, experiences, trauma, trials and tribulations, right? And then we go through survival. There's different stages of survival. I'm not gonna do like the common version of it. Here's Cinco's version of it. Remember, or for those who don't know, Cinco means seeing in codes, all right? So, survival, you're surviving, you're thriving, you're rising, you're falling, and then you don't die, you go through an afterlife. This afterlife is what happens after you fall. We go through life and death every day. You wake up, you enjoy your day, you get to nighttime, you go to sleep. You wake up, you enjoy your day, you go to bed, you go to sleep. Sleep and death are cousins. They're not distant relatives. They're not distant. You know what I'm saying? Death and the afterlife and sleep is as close as this seat to that head right here in the back seat. They're very close. One is a little bit ahead of the other because one is being used on more of a daily, well, both are used daily, obviously. But you have more people that is explaining what they're going through when they sleep, dreams, compared to people who have died and came back to life. That is a out-of-body experience. Or another version of this is, honestly, I think out-of-body experiences is the best way we'll go with that, all right, without going too far. All right, so look. Beef and chicken. I hope you understand that. Let's move to the next one. I was thinking to make sure there's anything else I need to say with chicken, because I talked about chicken for a little bit. And the thing with chicken too, like, bro, like I said earlier, chicken consumption went up 300% in the past 30 years. 30 years ago was 1995. That means since 1995 to 2025, people, 300% of stomachs has been digesting chicken. And chicken is connected to a routine, to caution, and survival. Remember, it's all about perspective. All right? I'm not saying don't eat chicken no more. I'm not even saying watch what type of chicken you eat. I'm just simply saying understand the energy you eat, because guess what? You can consciously talk to the food that you're about to eat, and if your speech, your intention into the food that you're about to eat is in alignment with the energy the food already is, guess what? You're going to gain exactly what you've been looking for or asking for internally, and it's like a wish from God. God is in everything, right? So if you talk to your food and you pray over your food and you ask food to provide you for something, it'll do it. Are you going to be aware enough to see it happening in your life? Because we gotta understand this too. Food digests in different time frames. Chicken digests one of the fastest, and so does fish. Beef and pork are the longest. They take about 2 to 5 hours. Chicken, and then it also depends on your body. Chicken digests between 15 minutes to an hour. And the only reason I say 15 to an hour, that big frame, is because it depends on your body. Some people's bodies are still digesting food from 10 years ago because they never worked it out. They never drained their body out with tea, herbs, working out, walking, expressing. Because some foods that we eat, they connect to our emotional states and traumas, and it becomes like a companionship between food and emotional trauma we haven't resolved. That's why some parts of your body is literally holding trauma, and until you're able to either move the body or express what is going on inside of you, that trauma will not leave. And that trauma could turn into stress, depression, all of that. It's crazy how that shit works. It's super crazy. So look, the next thing, catfish. The chakra of catfish is the root and sacral chakra. The catfish energy type is mysterious, emotional, and earthy. Shout out to Shorty back in Korea. Earthy. The symbolism of catfish is shadow work, survival, unseen truths. Spiritual use of catfish helps with grounding emotional truths. The caution of catfish may bind you to emotional cycles. Bind, not blind. Bind you to emotional cycles. God damn! Hold up. Let's talk about this real quick. Cat, fish. This is a feline influenced creature that lives in water. The feline energy connects to the 9 energy. That's why feminine is like feminine energy. When you connect to the feminine or feminine energy, you are connecting to your emotional self, your chaotic self. Your chaotic self is beautiful when you can accept its beauty. There is beauty in sometimes yelling, screaming, dancing, rapping, fighting, shooting, basketball shooting, not gun shooting. Call of Duty. There's beauty in that. Anything that causes things to kind of abruptly happen, there's beauty in it. And sometimes the abruptness that we go through in our own lives is our emotions. And if we do not get a hold of allowing our mysterious emotional states that comes from Earth, we're gonna go through emotional cycles. Because you gotta understand, we all have feminine energy inside of us. This feminine energy is connected to shadow work, to unseen truths, all of that. We were the unseen truth inside of our mother. Everyone who's alive today, you were an unseen truth inside of your mother. The spiritual use of catfish helps grounding with emotional truths. Let's get into that real quick. Earlier in this video, I literally expressed my gratitude and appreciation to my own body, my own self. The look of myself, the form of myself, the body of myself, the mind of myself, the soul of man. Me doing that is helping me ground my emotional truth. That is an example of it. If you want to see that, go to the beginning of this video. Grounding your emotional truth allows you to see the emotional poof. Let's make this make sense. Sometimes making a rhyme, making a bar, kind of like it bridges a certain thing. So let's get into it. Your emotions, your thoughts, they connect to memory. Specifically, your thoughts come from emotions. Your emotions come from memory. Okay? And we could do it the other way. Your emotions your memories influence an emotion. That emotion generates thoughts. Okay? So, now, mental stability, mental problems that people go through is from unresolved emotions. Let me say this again. The mental problems people go through comes from unresolved emotional buildup. A great representation of this, there's a show called Regular Show. It was an episode where Skips was so stressed out, he developed like a black goo on his body. This black goo was built up because he never expressed how he felt. He got to the point where this black goo took over his entire body. And guess what he had to do? He had to get all his friends together. He had to travel to a far distant away mountain and then fight to gain resolve within himself. There's symbolism to that. Traveling all the way to a mountain when his emotions was not able to be released. Here's some symbolism behind this, right? Skips. Your feet skip. Emotions, core, heart, mountain, peak, head. Skips couldn't handle his gut or his heart. And because he couldn't utilize the connection with his body, he came to the community, the people he knew that connects to his body to help him clear his head so we can handle his body. That's some shit, boy. These shows be showing some real truth. Like, it's crazy. It's actually crazy. Like, damn. All right, so now, to simply put it, eating catfish, if you put intention behind it, you can clear your emotional states. Now, understand though, when you put intention behind something and you put it in place, you got to be prepared for what you have now asked for. Because if you do not, it's kind of like trying to shoot a gun that has no ammo, but you really want to shoot something. Like, you really want to shoot. You want to go to the gun range, but you got no bullets. You ain't even got the paper to goddamn shoot at something. You just... You ain't hitting nothing. You ain't got no silencer, nah. You just shooting blanks. You don't want to shoot blanks. Shooting blanks doesn't get you anywhere. You need to handle yourself, not shoot yourself, duh. You need to handle, just like you handle a gun, you need to handle yourself and pull yourself into accepting your emotions. It's gonna be hard. It's trial and tribulations. It's tough, but you can do it. I believe in you. You have the capability of doing so. So shit, do that shit, twin. Do that shit, gang. You are capable. And I believe you're capable simply because you have the ability to breathe, see, think, hear, touch, smell, taste. You have the ability to access the common senses. And I actually have some gems when it comes to the common senses too. Like it's some shit. It's some shit. It's some shit. One second, okay?
Let me know when you're ready.
Thank you. I'm only here at Dunkin' Donuts simply because I don't know if I either want some hot chocolate or something cold that's like not sweet but calm. You know, I heard matcha is an energy powder. Like, it provides caffeine. I did not know that. All right, I think actually, I'm good. I appreciate it.
All right, well, thank you. See you next time.
Sometimes you gotta know when to just say, nah, I'm good, bro. You gotta be okay with telling yourself no. Because if you don't tell yourself no, you're gonna let you run all over you. And that gets so tricky. It gets tricky. Tricky. It's free to walk around and drop on top. Let's get on top. Let's tricky. Hey, if you played the GameCube growing up, or like PlayStation, and you played SSX Tricky, you my friend, twin. Because that game was so hard. That game was so hard. My favorite dudes to use was always the black dude with the fro, and then the other dude who, like the little kid. I forgot his name. I think it was like Jack or something. It was them two and Zoe. Zoe had the most sexiest moves on the board. It was crazy. She was tough. right. Let's see. All right. Let's see. I'm kind of thinking what the fuck I want to do. I don't have my water. It's all right. It's gonna be at work tomorrow. I ain't really tripping too much. I'm about to actually I know where I'm about to go. I'm about to go to Lidl. I'm gonna go to Lidl because I could get a croissant and then something to drink there. Bro, for those who live in Georgia or any state that has the store Lidl, Lidl is a little bit better than Aldi's. Man, for those who here, bro, y'all gonna learn. I'm a very corny guy. I like to do kind of like dad type of jokes. When in reality, I just like playing with words, bro, because it's fun. Like, life is already hard. Why should I make it hard on myself by not laughing, by not making jokes, by not appreciating the little things? So that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna appreciate the little things and just have fun. See, that's the thing that I will do with streams like this. Like, what I want to do, right? I'm gonna tell y'all one of my goals, and we're gonna get back to this. And this, I know this is a long live, but fuck it, bro. I haven't went. First off, I kind of owe y'all. Like, I owe the universe literally nothing. However, personally, I feel like I owe my YouTube channel a pretty long live today, simply because I didn't go live the last 2 Fridays, and that's not good. Because I pride myself on being consistent, so I gotta make up for it. I gotta do the best I can. And I'm glad this whole time I've been on here, it's actually been like high energy. I wasn't really like dull, and I haven't been dull or anything like that. Like, I feel really good, like really good. So hopefully this energy bounces off of y'all, and y'all can use the energy that I'm giving into this video and to benefit y'all. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm not the only one who deserves good energy. Everyone deserves to have that high vibrational state of existing. And that high vibrational state is not like feeling like you almighty or everything. Like, no, it's simply feeling good about yourself. Knowing that you feel, look good, is good, healthy, and all of that. Knowing all of that, man, that makes you feel like a king. Makes you feel like a queen for all my ladies. So yeah, I'm glad I got 4 likes on this John too. I got 4 family members that's willing to extend themselves and show themselves as a like button. I appreciate that. I genuinely do. I genuinely do. All right, so now we on salmon. This is when I first started reading from this paper and giving my breakdown, salmon was the one that kind of like really sparked my spirit, because I love salmon, but I don't eat it a lot. And when I give y'all the chakra, energy type, symbolism, all of that, you're gonna understand why. You don't necessarily need to eat it a lot, but when you do eat it, you're gonna feel like you're divinely being charged up. Like, food naturally charges you up, but certain foods are like superfoods. They call this one thing omega 3s. Like, it's like an amino acid for the body. I need to do more research with that. However, the word ammunition or amino acid is like accepting the alternate manifestations of your intuition. I basically just put AMI and put it into an acronym. So amino acids, omega 3s, is like it's accessing the alternate manifestations of your intuition. All right, this is gonna be really dope to listen back to. I'm literally excited. I feel like I'm already connected to my future self listening back to this. Like, that's how good I feel right now. Like, I ain't gonna lie. All right, so not catfish, salmon. Good. Salmon. I can't wait to do lives like this with my brothers, man. This is gonna be dope. They're gonna be like, what? And then I'm gonna be like, what? When they give out information and stuff they learn, like, what? That's pretty cool. Shout out my real life brothers, Jeremy, Charles, Jeff, and my 2 really good friends, Jahir and Dre, and also my other friends, Jaja, Jay, even some of my old managers. It's crazy. I got 2 managers in my life named Alex, and they both are pretty cool dudes. One is actually kind of, that nigga's energetic as shit, but he's cool. That nigga doing this acting stuff, that's dope. That's so dope. All right, salmon. Third eye, heart, and crown chakras. That's what salmon connects to. Then you got energy type. Salmon is fluid, wise, and uplifting. The symbolism of salmon. I like to say salmon. However, I'm gonna say salmon due to the people's inability to appreciate people doing something different. Salmon, the symbolism of it is a spiritual journey, wisdom, and also heart intuition. The spiritual use of salmon enhances clarity, intuition, and vitality. The caution of salmon is mindful sourcing is key. Now, I didn't put this on here, but I read ChatGPT say salmon swims upstream, meaning throughout all the hardships, through whatever challenge that comes his way, guess what salmon gonna do? Swim through it. I swim through it. Salmon gonna swim through that shit to get to their destination. Nothing's gonna stop them. There's nothing on this list that is as positive to say mindful sourcing is key as a caution. This is why salmon, 1, costs so damn much, 2, tastes so goddamn good, and 3, it's like a delectable. Salmon in the food community is like gold. And for other people, diamonds in the food community can be like steak or what's another one? Steak or ribs. I don't really like ribs, bro, so I can't even tell you. I don't feel like eating another animal's rib cage. I'm good. I'm good on that. I don't even want to know what steak is, low key. I do, but I don't. Like, it's a slippery slope. It's a slippery slope. I don't know everything. I just know a little bit about a few things, you know. That's just as simple as I can say it. So now, I don't even need to get into salmon. Salmon, like, bro, if you don't like salmon, bro, I ain't gonna lie. I need you to kind of just sit back, think about your life real quick, and just analyze what salmon you've had and recognize that salmon was probably trash, and try something else. You know, try a different version of salmon. Like, try it grilled. Try it, I don't know about fried, but just try it grilled or baked. Oh my God, when it's baked, ooh, that shit gets busting, bro. That shit gets to, oh my gosh. And the thing that surprised me the most is that salmon is a heart chakra, third eye, and crown chakra meal. Like, that's so interesting to me because the word salmon, salmon, S-A-L-M-O-N, sail-mon, sail, S-A-I-L, sail like a ship getting ready to sail into waters, going through challenges of the water, the weather, all of these different things that contribute to what salmon is. So, moon, Monday, moon, I think that's really it. So you got the boat that rides on the waters of a full moon, embracing the changes of tides and can be able to move through all challenges and any, let's just say, altercations of the sea. And how this connects to the body, the sea is our emotional states. The moon is what we perceive. And, excuse me, the sail, the boat, is how we navigate our emotions. So if you want a high vibrational meal, throw some salmon on that plate. Throw some salmon on that plate. Throw some good old salmon. Good old salmon. I should do this same thing with fruit and vegetables. I should do this same thing with fruit and vegetables. Twin, I ain't gonna lie, gang. Twin, I ain't gonna lie, gang. That shit sound fire. That shit sound fire. I'm gonna give me some coconut water while I'm in here, because the fact that I left my water, I'm gonna get something that's more potent to be more of an assistance instead of a hindrance to my body. My body. Nah, I'm parking next to this seat. Oh, damn. Well, it's okay. My fault, bro. I didn't know you was gonna pull up like that. But I'm parking next to this, next over here. All right. Because I want to get this over with, man. I don't want to sit here and just keep driving all around. I really want to deliver this message and get it all the way out. All right, so look. That was salmon, pork, pig. We all know that pork is like the bottom feeders of land. Just like how roaches are the bottom feeders of insects. And shrimp are the bottom feeders of the sea, right? Now, we should already know this with pork, but we're going to say it anyway, all right? Chakra with pork. I didn't even know this. I ain't gonna lie to you. The root and solar plexus with spiritual warnings. Energy type, dense, indulgent, karmically heavy. Symbolism for pork, materialism, gluttony, taboo. Damn, I didn't know about damn, taboo is crazy. Spiritual use can lead to spiritual stagnation. The caution of pork can be an aura pollution, which is spiritual dullness. Now I'm gonna say this. I question myself and even ChatGPT when I was reading that, because I think about, why does the Asiatic culture eat so much pork? Why do they mix it with almost everything that they have? Why do they eat pork so much? And that's because the Asiatic culture has such a high level of consciousness of being one with the community and also embracing the naturalness of nature, that it's okay for them to eat something so below of them, because it's like an even balance. They balance themselves out by eating pork. And the problem with black people, white people, all people that don't dwell in the understandings of nature and the balancing of nature, we eat things based off what we feel we should eat instead of the understandings of the energetic rhythms of the day, hour, second, month, minute, stuff of that nature, right? Like, for instance, I'm about to go get 2 croissants and something to drink. 2 croissants. I'm crossing saints. It's like I'm taking 2 crossroads and bringing them together and having something that fluids or liquidates this fluidity to make things more fluid, to make things more connecting, to make things more, you know what I'm saying? What's the word I'm looking for? To make things sail across, let them, you know, the frequency sail across. All right. Now, I'm not gonna get more into the because I don't really, yeah. If you laughed when I did that, I appreciate you. Bro, I just be doing shit sometimes. So look, turkey, throat, solar plexus. And hold up, before we even continue with pork, I want y'all to understand, when they said root and solar plexus with spiritual warnings, that means when you eat pork, you're kind of tainting your roots and you're tainting your solar plexus, which is your willpower. What are you willing to do? Are you going to be a bottom feeder, or are you going to choose to kind of eat a little bit better for yourself? Just saying. All right, now turkey, throat chakra, solar plexus. Energy type, calm, communal, heart-centered. Communal, communicative, speaking. Spiritual use, enhances clarity and communication and peace. Caution, be mindful of collective energy absorbed. So turkey, what do they all have? That little shit behind under their neck, right? Now, turkeys and rooster are pretty related. The rooster is what you hear in the morning in like the old TV shows growing up, when they wake up and you hear that. That's the rooster. The turkey is like his cousin. Now the rooster may be loud and talkative, but the turkey will talk throughout the day. When the rooster is like, it gives you loud spurts here and there. The turkey will give you like little, you know what I'm saying, stuff like that. And a turkey has a large belly. Turkey has a large belly, and this large belly or this large body, it's like a level of warmth within their guts. It's like a level of communion within their body, and having that level of communion is better for you. It's great for you. It's good for you, to be honest. So when it says be mindful of collective energy absorbed, that's basically saying be mindful of the food that you're consuming, because there's a possibility, if you don't put intention in what you're consuming, and if you're consuming unconsciously, it's gonna lead to a whole lot of trauma buildup, which lulls back to catfish binding you to emotional cycles. Food connects to your emotions, by the way, if you didn't know that. Also, the ham, the pork. The ham is the ass of the fucking pig. That's crazy to me. Like, I don't like ham at all. I've never really liked ham. I fucked with turkey up more. Like, I'll get turkey meat before I get ham, for real. Anywho, enough of my personal interaction with the food. So, ham, root, sacral, but distorted. See, I don't like that but word, so we're going to change it like this. Root, sacral, with caution. Ham is the roots and sacral with caution. Where is the ham at again? The pig's ass. If ham is where the pig's ass is, it's basically saying be very cautious eating this because you may fuck your ass up. Like literally. Like literally. So energy type with ham, because it's also pork, is heavy, indulgent, and karmically dense. Symbolism, sensuality, excess, and taboo. Spiritual use, satisfies lower urges but mutes higher senses. Satisfies lower urges and mutes higher sense. You see how I changed the difference? It sounded better when I said and instead of but. We're working on minimizing that but word as much as possible, okay? Caution with ham can cause spiritual fog, craving, and imbalance. Like we just said, ham is the motherfucking pig's ass. So please recognize the food you eat. Where is it at in this animal's body? And also recognize the energetic connection, because when you pray over your food, you can literally ask for an intention that is in alignment with the food's projection naturally, and you can amplify what you're consuming, kind of like a spiritual gift from your food that you're eating. I do it naturally and it works. Like, it literally works. I've asked for food to do something for me in like my prayer for it, and it provides it. It's essential. Just like when Christians pray for God or Jesus for anything, and it comes because that Jesus or that version of God that they believe in can complete their desire. And they're able to go and get it because they're opening themselves up to receive what they've asked for from the deity they believe in. The only way you can real life do magic, do prayer, do certain things that involves non-physicality, it has to do with belief. And belief is a very big thing, which we will get into in the future. It's a lot of things I got to talk about. However, y'all will see in the future. I appreciate y'all for listening. This is a very, very in-depth talking about food and how it influences your body. So if you stayed and listened to this, I appreciate you. You can like the video. You can share with a friend. This is very influential for those who's here. And I'm not like your normal dude that just comes on just talking randomly. I talk about things that is helping the body, mind, and soul and spirit, and to ensure that we have a better way of understanding and being more aware of ourselves, taking accountability, being reliable, and being strong enough to make better decisions for ourselves. Tomorrow's conversation is going to be accountability and reliability, breaking that down, and even responsibility, okay? So I love y'all. Appreciate you. Thank you for being here. Subscribe if you're here, and like the video for more. Peace out.